Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say, come again. If you cannot stay down, then you do not have to pretend like there is no way out.
Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brittany, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I get this everyday look, so keep on watching. Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. You guys have been asking for my everyday beat, so here we are. First things first, I already prepped my face. I do have acne prone skin. I have hormonal acne, so I did prep my skin with my topical treatments from my dermatologist. Now I'm just going to go in with my BECCA. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, there we go. With my BECCA Ever Matte Poreless Primer. You definitely have to be careful with layering products, because the more products you lay, like if you don't give the products a time, oh my god, I cannot speak. If you don't give your products time to settle in before adding a new product, they will start to like crumble off your face. Like you'll literally see your face be white and it crumble off. So just keep that in mind. I have no idea why I can't speak. I am like 2 weeks post-op, 2.5 weeks post-op from my breast augmentation, so I am really tired and I do have limited mobility in my arms, but we're gonna make it work because you guys have been asking. So I wasn't sure if I was too bright or not, but I did turn down one of my lights, so I feel like I look good here. I'm just putting some Laneige. Love this, swear by this. Ooh, come on, focus, honey. Come on. It probably didn't even focus well, but on my lips, I did just exfoliate my lips in the shower, so they a bit raw. Yeah, so next up, I'm going to use my SKINDINAVIA oil-free priming spray. I'm so sorry, I cannot speak. And we let that settle in. Face is very, very wet. What I did want to speak about today is I want you guys to, I want all my babes to be out there dating more than one guy. I think I've said that in the past on my TikTok for sure, but I wanted to talk to you guys about it. You definitely should be dating more than one man. I'm not sure if I said that on my channel before, but I really wanted to go into depth about dating more than one man. Next up, we're going to use my favorite foundation, my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. My face is still drying in, but yeah, I wanted to talk about that. It's like, you know, misogyny and sexism has always been at an all-time high. Like, it's always taught us that, you know, basically if a woman were to date more than one people, that would make her a whore. And I don't think that's right, and I don't think that's fair. And I just wanted to like zero in on a couple of women who can be inspirational for many different reasons, but for a fact, for not taking shit. Like Lori Harvey, people talk about her like, you know, Future told her, oh, she ducked too fast when she was in the car with Trey Songz. Like, so the fuck what? She didn't have to duck at all. She ducked for her own privacy, but it's just like, you know, men try to make you feel bad for doing the same things that they do. Like, I'm not saying be out here having sexual encounters with everyone, but if you do want to do it, fuck it, it's your life. Like, do what you want to do. But what I am saying is, you know, oftentimes, like, when you're in a dating stage with a man, a dating stage, it's dating. So all my girls in the hood, talking, it's dating. You're getting to know somebody and you're in that stage, and we tend to like someone and only talk to that man, which I find totally ridiculous the more and more I get older, because they don't really do that with us. I mean, there are some men that really is like, oh, I like you, like I ain't dealing with nobody else. But let's be real, how many times you stop messing with a dude and immediately you like, dang, he talking to somebody else? Because he never stopped. That's the real tea. He never freaking stopped. We do. And we place all our eggs in one basket, and then I bring you to Ariana Grande. Am I like defocusing? Okay. I bring you to Ariana Grande. Like, Ariana Grande, one thing about her, if she's not happy, she's getting the fuck out of there. I don't care who you are, how much bread you got, she's getting the fuck out of there. And you know what else I like about her? I don't want to be rude, but she dates down as well, and it's okay to date down. Like, if you're really someone that's like looking for love, it's cool to have like, oh, I want a man that's financially stable. But you can have a man that's financially stable. I mean, it doesn't mean that he's a thousandaire or, you know, like a billionaire, but he knows how to budget his money. Like, he's able to have fun with his money. He's able to take trips. He's able to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta always be like reaching for a man that's like his bank account is just like overly overflowing. Like, you know, and realistically, it's like, is that always possible for some? No, it's not. I'm not telling you to date a broke man. I would never ever ever tell none of my babes to date a broke man. That's what we're not gonna do. Next, I'm moving into my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the color Mocha. This is actually my skin color, like my exact skin tone. I just use it to correct and conceal. But yeah, like, she don't stay. Ariana has been engaged so many, I don't want to say so many times because that's going to make her sound crazy, but she's been engaged a couple times, a couple real good times, and she's gotten the fuck out of there. And we need to know when it's time to go. I think that's the most important thing that you can do, is knowing when it's time to fucking go. Because I think that we feel like we supposed to stick it out for the long haul. I feel like we think that, oh, it makes you a failure if you start over, or that being with somebody for a long time, like longevity equals like a good, healthy, sustainable relationship. No, it don't. Motherfuckers be with people for years and be miserable. Miserable. Sorry, I'm tilting the camera a little bit. People be with people for years and be so unhappy. So unhappy. So don't ever feel like you gotta stay with somebody or you're giving up. Honey, if you don't throw that motherfucking towel in, throw it in. What are you staying there for if you're unhappy? If your needs are not being met, if y'all can't get along, if you guys cannot communicate properly, like, why would you even stay? Like, for what? For him to leave eventually in the long haul? Please. Why would you even stay? It's literally no point in you staying at all. After I put on my foundation, I tend to go in one more time with my SKINDINAVIA spray, my oil-free primer. My little setting spray. Yep. That's how I get my makeup to be bulletproof. I like spray more than one time. But yeah, it's like these women are not saying, and if nothing else, like, retrain your mind. Retrain your mind into thinking that you're giving up or you know, or that women are whores because she's always dating somebody. Yep. Because one thing about me, I'm going to date somebody until I find the right one. So if it's not working, I will not talk to you. Like, I'm not even arguing. You will talk to yourself. Like, man, you will see nothing but that gray coming. Because I ain't ready it. It's going to look like you having a whole conversation with yourself. I said what I said. And you got a couple more times to write me before I block you. Next I'm gonna go in with my Born This Way. This is my favorite concealer, and I'm gonna go in the color Golden Beige. Yeah, and I use this to highlight. I am gonna add more than one layer of this because I do like a really bright under eye. So I take it above my lip, a little bit on my forehead. And the longer you let your concealer stay on, is the longer that, you know, it'll basically thicken. And when it thickens, then you'll have more product and you won't be wasting product as much. Turn this down just a little bit more. There we go. Sorry if I was too bright. I'm just figuring out my lighting situation. I feel like I have an open one already, but I do. I guess not. Maybe this is the open one. Next, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Chestnut, and I'm gonna use that as a contour. Yeah, like I just feel like, you look at J-Lo. J-Lo done been married a couple times. You know what I'm saying? She been married a couple times, and one thing about J-Lo, she's never been scared to leave. She don't care what people think about her. I mean, obviously to a certain extent, like, you know, obviously I'm sure like the rumors and the assumption gets to her. Like, we're human. It does get to us sometimes, like, but nobody else has to be in that relationship but you. So we be staying in relationships talking about, oh, I just want to stay, like, you know, oh, I'm afraid of giving up, I'm afraid of people, what they're gonna say when I move on. You're moving on. They're judging you from the outside. You're literally in a situation that you absolutely do not want to be in, and you worried about what people think about you. People on social media that you sometimes don't even know personally, people that you haven't seen in years, you know what I'm saying, is saying about you. They talking shit about everybody. If you was happy in that relationship, they talking shit about you. So at what point do you be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here? Like, they talking shit about you regardless, babe. Hate to break it to you. Whether y'all look happy, whether y'all look unhappy. Listen, if something is not, like, I am not sacrificing my happiness for a soul. Not for a woman, not for a man, not for a family member, no one. I'm not doing it. You only literally get one life. We cannot be worried about what other people think about us to that extent. You know what I'm saying? We're human. Are we gonna think about it? Yeah, but get the fuck out of there. J-Lo was married back in the days around the time she did Selena. I think she married like a backup dancer too, if I'm not mistaken. Married around the time she did Selena. Then she you know, I don't even want to bring up these women's dating records because it'll probably make them look crazy. But it's like, but then again, it's like, who is it looking crazy to? That's misogyny that teaches us that, oh, she's dated so many people, she looks crazy. But like, then you look at somebody, like you look at a man. Let's talk about Trey Songz. I don't even like his ass, and I don't like what he stands for, and I believe Kiki when she said he did what he did, but that's a whole nother story. But he's dated a lot of beautiful women, celebrity women, and all he gets is, wow, like, yo, like, he really dated the baddest. Like, he dated, like, oh, he dated the baddest of the baddest. Like, and we be out, and women, what do we get? That girl is a hoe. She always dating somebody. She always like with somebody new. Like blah blah. Like nah. Like you gotta. At some point, you gotta learn not to care. At some point, because like I said, you the only one that's gonna be in an unhappy situation. Taylor Swift has dated so much guys, and her Ariana Grande, one thing about her Ariana Grande, she gonna tell the world what you did to her. She not gonna try to hide it. She not gonna suffer in her pain. We gonna find out what you did to her in the album. And it's just like, she dated a lot of people, and people try to make her feel, you know, almost try to make her, try to look down on her. But I remember one time she was on the Ellen show, and Ellen was like, basically pulling up all the guys she dated. And even to the point that Ellen made a mistake, and she actually wasn't dating one person, and she wouldn't let it go. That's rude as fuck. That's rude as fuck. Like, why are you watching what I'm doing? I get it, like, that's a show about celebrity, but like, there's no way that you should be in my business that much. And then to bring it up, and then as a woman, and that's what kills me. Like, Ellen, you're a woman. As a woman, like, why are you doing that to another woman? Why? Just because it's rude. It's rude. And you shouldn't do it. And it's just like, it's just not nice. Because you don't know what she'd endure in those relationships, and why she felt like she needs to go. So what? Like, you don't owe nobody an explanation as to why you feel like you should, like, you're not with someone anymore. The only person you owe an explanation, if even that, is the person that you are dating at the moment. And honestly, if you, after you had told her ass on more than one occasion what the fuck he's doing wrong, you honestly don't owe his ass shit either. And I'm just being honest. I am just being honest. I'm being a messenger. You know, Taylor Swift, J-Lo, Ariana Grande, Lori Harvey, like, shit, Halle Berry, like, people talk about her, oh, it gotta be her. Why she can't stay married? No, it don't gotta be her. Like, y'all never been in a situation, y'all never dated a man who was perfect and then got real fucking comfortable? Got real fucking comfortable real fucking quick, feel like he don't got to do the same things, or just reveal the true monster that he really is. Because sometimes we be like, oh, he turned into a monster. Nah, he was that all along. He was definitely a monster all along. As you can see, like, I brought the concealer up at the side of my nose to make it easier when I do contour. With contouring my nose and helping slim down my nose. So then I take my same golden beige, the color I use underneath my eyes, the doe foot, I flip it around and I put it down my nose, and I pinch my sponge, and create a thin straight line that connects to my forehead. My fan is going, you guys, because I'm hot. So if you hear any noise, that's what you're hearing. And then just like that, we have the foundation for my highlight, my contour, and my nose looks lovely. And I do put the same color on my eyelids just so that my whole highlighted area is one color. And I feel like it looks better. I do feel like it looks better even when you put eyeliner, as opposed to it just being the color of your foundation. It definitely brightens up your whole face. It definitely helps brighten up your whole face. So right now, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier powder. I just put some out in the cap. It's hard to see, but I poured a little bit out in the cap, as I always do. And I use my damp sponge. I feel like it helps with the creasing and it just going on seamlessly. Before you set your under eyes, you should definitely go back in with your sponge. I already went back in with my sponge off camera and smoothed out any wrinkles under my eye, and I look up and I just proceed to set my under eye. Yeah, I just feel as though we care too much. One of the main reasons why we say we care too much what people think. We care too much about, oh, I don't want to start over. If you're asking someone not to do something and they're continuously doing it, they do not care. They're making no effort to change. They do not care. If they pretend to change for a little bit and go back to doing the same thing that you asked them not to do, they do not care. I do not believe that you should stay in a relationship for children. No, I do not have children, but nevertheless, I don't believe that you should stay in a relationship for children. And that's just how I feel, because kids do see what's going on. When I was younger, I knew when my mom was unhappy, and you feel that. You feel that as a child, and you see that. And the wrong thing that you want to tell a kid, like show a kid, is that you should stick things out even in the wrong situations. Like, that's basically what you're telling your kid. Like, you know, this man is busting my ass, but still stick it out, because this white man's paperwork, a marriage certificate is what I'm talking about, says for better or worse. Fuck you. I'm not going through worse with anyone. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just feel like I've been through too much in my life to fucking go through some fuck shit with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not going through hardships no more. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. I've been through enough. I ain't going through no hardships with you, baby. You got the right one. Because, bitch, I ain't doing it. I am not going through a goddamn thing with you. Like, you're going to have to figure it out by yourself. You're going to have to fight them fucking demons by your fucking self. Because, bitch, I got demons too. And at this point, with us both having demons and recognizing that we both have demons, all that's going to do is create a competitive game to see who can out-demon who. Bitch, that ain't healthy. That is not healthy. Yeah, I kind of set my whole face with the powder, because I do have oily skin and I need like the most bulletproof base I can get before I start adding anything else. So next, I take my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder, and it's in the color NC50, I believe. Yeah, and I make sure to bring it down to your neck, because if nothing else, your neck will always snitch on you. It's a snitchy little bitch. Like, it's such a hater. Your neck is a fucking hater. You better marry that face to that neck. And I'm gonna let you know this right now. I do, when I get to my forehead, I do switch to a smaller brush, a flat brush, to, because my forehead is like little, especially like with wearing lace fronts and stuff. You don't have that much room on your forehead. I do take it alongside my nose where I've contoured, only where I've contoured, to set that as well. It's just, next we're going to go into the Morphe Trailblazer Glamour Bronze bronzer. That's like a mouthful for me. Oh, Lord, so hard having a list. And I use that to warm up my face. There's been times whereby I've been to visit my brother who's incarcerated, and there are women who are struggling. I'm talking in the winter, I'm talking in the summer, the same women struggling. bringing a baby. I do go hard on bronzer, by the way, and I do not care who has anything to say about it. I'm gonna bronze my life away. I'm gonna look tan all year round. I'm gonna embrace my melanin, so fuck anyone who has something to say about it. I really don't give a fuck. But there's been times when I've gone to see my brother, and there are women who are struggling with baby carriages, like the full baby carriages. I'm talking the car seat and then the full big ass Graco stroller, going to see an ungrateful ass man, going to see a man who's cursing her the fuck out on the visit floor, done spat at her, all of that, calling her stupid bitches, embarrassing her, like she's sitting there stuck, afraid to look around because she know that somebody probably judging her. Yo, do better. And I don't say this in the way of judging anyone, because I don't really say I judge anyone. I just kind of know that I want more for women, especially like black women. Like, I want more for us. So it's like, I don't really like judge you per se, but it's like, yo, like, you so much more than that, babe. You so much more than that, ma. Like, you letting a man who's locked down violate you like he got any right. Like, you not fucking sending him money, busting your ass to go on visits to see him. Sometimes y'all going up north, you taking a fucking van, catching a van 4 o'clock in the morning to go see a raggedy ass man that's violating you, that's hanging up the phone on you. And the worst part about a man that hangs up the phone on you in jail is that, bitch, you can't call back. That be the shit that get me, like, cause bitch, I'm waiting on you to call back. Cause I got some things I need to say. Then I'm gonna go into my Morphe palette, my Morphe face palette in the color Deep Glam 8D. It's the darkest one. And I'm gonna contour using this color bronzer right here. And it's just like, she up there with her baby who might be fussy, who got a cold, or just, you know, they can't really roam how they want to roam. You know, you gotta, jails are dirty, so you kind of holding on to them because you don't want them to be cleaning themselves, cleaning the damn jail with they clothes, like, you know, crawling all over the floor, and they holding a fussy baby and trying to keep that contained. You got a grown-ass man that's acting worse than the fucking baby. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Like, what could be that worth it? What? Cause he's scammed? Bitch, cause he's scammed? Cause you got a little Moncleasy? Cause you got a Montclair? Like, it could never be that serious. Like, honestly, like, the disrespect, like, it's so crazy. Like, I deadass could have been in situations where, like, I really could have been with men who had it. Like, thank God I've never been in a situation of, like, physical abuse. But what you're not gonna do, or, like, I've never really been in a situation of, like, emotional abuse either, really, because, like, my mouth motherfucker, like, don't piss me off, because I'm really big on respect and, like, respecting men as well. Like, I ain't gonna be calling you nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate when, I really do, like, people really, like, women really be referring to themselves, like, as I'm his bitch. Like, ew. I don't want to be called that. You can keep that. I don't want to be referred to as nobody's bitch. Like, you got men that are the hoodest of the hood that refer to their woman as my woman, my queen, my wife, my everything. Like, and you over here talking about my bitch. Sir, if you don't go the fuck to hell and stay there, never return, because honey, I'm not waiting on you. With that same palette, I'm gonna go into the color, it's the brightener. I'm gonna go into this to contour my nose, and then I'm gonna deepen it with bronzer again. But yeah, like, it's just certain things, like, you just shouldn't accept. You shouldn't accept being spoken. So I understand, like, we chicks from the hood. I'm from Queens, New York. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of stuff, like, I'm really a hood chick, so it's a lot of stuff that men say, and men from the hood say, that they don't really, I don't really let them slide, is what I'm trying to say. And for a lot of men, they'll probably be like, Like, oh, she bougie. I am not bougie. Because you want to be spoken to with respect don't make you bougie. It makes you a respectable woman. That's what it makes you. It makes you that if you feel like, if you have a problem, if a man has a problem with the fact that he can't refer to you as a bitch, honey, that is a major red flag. Get the fuck out of there. Because it's only going to get worse. You mad that I don't want you to refer to me as my bitch? My name is Brittany, honey. Like, what are you even talking about? My name is Brittany. Like, my middle name is Esther. My father named me Esther. She was a queen in the Bible. Who the fuck are you calling bitch, bitch? Dirty bitch? Like, who the fuck are you calling bitch? Sir, please, man, if you don't take that raggedy shit elsewhere, like, y'all, like, I just feel like it be so many women that's so better. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of women that be like heavy with the ghetto shit. Heavy with the I don't give a fuck. Heavy with the I see why y'all together. But I ain't talking to them. Now I'm gonna go in with bronzer now. And I'm just going to deepen right here on my nose. Just to make my nose contour more pronounced. More defined, I should say. And it's just like, that shit is embarrassing. Like, I love me a hood guy, but I love me a guy that know how to code switch, because I'm a code switcher. You understand what I'm saying? When we go to a certain restaurant, we in a certain neighborhood, I'm not saying lose yourself, forget who you are, you know what I'm saying, forget who you come from, forget your swag, but I'm saying tone that shit the fuck down. Like, don't be in a 5-star restaurant acting like you ain't got no sense, dropping N-bombs. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be in there acting a fool, cursing, acting like you ain't got no sense, getting us kicked out. Don't make your waiter have to come with the uncomfortable look and ask you not to, you know, to watch your language. Like, come on. Like, it's just like, it's so much shit that y'all, that we deserve better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go back to J-Lo been married. I feel like J-Lo been married 3 times, or is it twice? I feel like she's been married twice, but she's had a bunch of engagements. Ariana had a bunch of engagements. I don't remember if Taylor has ever been engaged, but she damn sure get the fuck out of there when she supposed to. Halle been married how many times? Like, Wesley Snipes was beating Halle Berry's ass. Do you get that? And I used to love me some Wesley. I love Wesley as an actor, because I just feel like nobody was fucking with him back in the 90s and 80s. But what, like, when I got older and we found out shit, she went out, like, he was beating her ass. Like, that woman is so beautiful. That woman is so beautiful, and that man was whooping her ass. You deserve that? What makes you deserve that? What makes you feel like you deserve that you should stay with a man that's doing it to you? Get the fuck up out of there. Period. We got young dudes like Lil Durk calling India his wife. Uzi calling JT his queen. And these is her dudes. And you really out here letting a raggedy man that ain't got nothing going for himself. That's probably jealousy. And let's talk about it. Men be jealous of women too. Don't ever get it twisted. Sometimes men be acting funny. You don't know why the fuck they acting a certain way that they acting towards you. And it's just because you're excelling and they feel like they in the same fucking spot. Let's talk about it. They be jealous too. They be jealous as hell too. They do. And you're crazy if you think they not. They be jealous of us. And you could see it. Get up out of there. You don't deserve that. You do not deserve that type of treatment. Why do you feel like you deserve that type of treatment, ma'am? Next, I'm going to go into my Makeup Forever powder palette. And I'm going to clean up my contour and bronzer. This is something that I like to do. I like to either use my actual powder to clean it up, or a powder that is a shade lighter. A shade lighter just to clean up my my contour. I just basically take my sponge, rub it in it, and create a line, mapping out where I want it to go. Do you see that line? Now we're going to take the sponge and we're going to buff it in as best as we can as possible. Don't be afraid to go over it again. And get the corners of the mouth, because you know, as women of color, sometimes the corners of your mouth be darker than your the rest of your face. At least I know I got that problem. You start eating and then your whole makeup at the side of your lip be coming off, snitching on you, showing that you got hyperpigmentation. Who the fuck asked you to do that? Anyway, you see this side? Look at it. Don't worry about it, because you can go over it with your powder brush to blend it in more. And then you look at this side. It's not cleaned up yet. Say hi to my pimple. But you know, we're gonna clean that up as well. We're gonna make it look neat. And again, we're just going to clean that up. And make it look neat. And now we have a sharp, clean contour. This side's a little tricky because my dimple is more deeper on this side. But, but yeah, like, we don't be deserving. Like, we be good women. Like, we be good women to the wrong people. And then what ends up happening is you end up pushing that goodness to the back and giving it to toxicity. And then, like, you'll meet a good man who's not on that type of rah-rah shit, who's not on that type of timing, and you'll technically give him your ass to kiss. You'll be acting funny because now you develop the you realize that how you want to be treated, and you develop the characteristics of, you know, the woman who you really want to be, and how, you know, you want to be treated. And you know, that tends to happen with us because it's like you move on to another relationship and you're like, yo, I'm never gonna tolerate this again, X, Y, and Z, and you end up being mean or acting, you end up acting how you should have acted to your ex, to the man that you were dealing with before, to a good man. And then what ends up happening is you end up missing out on a good man. This is the MINX matte liquid liner. I like to make fake molds. You don't have to, but this is what I'm gonna do. If you have a pimple, this is a good way to disguise it too. Put it over it. Like, I named those women to just let y'all know that, like, you don't have to tolerate or stay with the hand that you've been dealt. You can always strive for more. The same way how you're not feeling a job, you feel like you're not getting paid a certain way, you ain't being treated a certain way, get the fuck up out of there. Those women move on, and they don't got nothing to do with their them being paid, like them having bread, like them being million. They get up out of there. Like, you're not gonna embarrass me. That's what you're not gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna be paranoid, and I'm not going to turn into a certain type of woman because I feel as though, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna turn into a certain type of woman and be paranoid and start acting a certain type of way because you're not giving me reassurance. Reassurance is the easiest thing you could get somebody. That's the easiest thing. Let them know that all that, oh, I don't like people in my business, so I'm not posting you. Me, I feel like I ain't posting to me anyway, but I just feel like there's certain ways. It's ways of being, there's a difference between being private, and there's a difference between being private and a difference between, oh, I'm just hiding you. And a lot of these men out here, they just be hiding women. They do. They be hiding women. It don't be no, oh, I don't like people out there. Because people, like, you gonna know. Like, when you be around the hood and y'all going out and stuff like that, people gonna talk. People gonna know that, like, you and so go together. Y'all got something going on. Don't let these niggas trick you. Don't let these dudes trick you and have you feeling like, you know what you know. If you feel like he not acting, get up out of there. Honestly, I feel like certain men respect that even more when they know that you, like, get up out of there. You not tolerating their bullshit. Only one or two things gonna happen. They gonna know that they have to fix what they got going on, like fix the way they treat you, and you know, reevaluate that situation to make sure that you feel loved, to make sure that you feel wanted. Or they gonna be like, alright, because they know that you playing around. Don't let nobody test you. You ain't nobody testing on me. You're not. I'm about to do my eyebrows. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Powder in the color Chocolate. I'm going to do them off camera to save some time, and I'm going to come back. So I put my eyebrows on. I can give you guys a separate video on that if you want that. It's just that I'm shaking right now, and my arms have limited movement and lifting because of my stitches. So I'm just uncomfortable. So I couldn't really give you a video that for my eyebrows that I knew that I could give you. Right now I do really only like peach blushes. So I'm going to use Peach Twist by MAC Cosmetics. It does have some sheen to it. I am over the whole highlighted stage. I mean, sometimes if I know I'm going out to dinner, I will put a little bit on, mostly on the center of my nose and a little bit on my cheek, just because I'll be liking the way I be looking at videos and when the room is dim lit. But I usually focus my blush on the higher points of my face. I don't really like things on the apples of my cheeks. I'm not a naturally flushed person. My skin tone is brown. I'm not naturally flushed. I don't like it. Some people look cute with it. I feel like I look like I'm too much with it, so I put it up higher. Yep, that's my blush. Who am I kidding? I want to add a little bit more. I do be going a little overboard on blush sometimes, just because I'm not going to touch up throughout the day when I put on blush. I just basically leave it as is, and when it disappears, disappears. So I go a little heavier on the blush. Yeah, Taylor Mink lashes are my lash brands, and we're going to be wearing the style Spicy today. Love them, love them, love them. A lot of people love them too, so we're going to put on my favorite mascara, and L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Okay guys, so I'm back, and these are my lashes in the style Spicy. They're so sexy, honestly. Like, all the baddest bitches have a pair of Spicy, so you should too. This is, make sure your lip liners are sharp. That's the key to like a really good lip. So sharpen them, don't let them get dull. Make sure they have a point. This lip liner is from Wet n Wild. It's actually an eyeliner, and it's in the what the hell, Cutter? What's wrong with me? It's in the color Pretty in Mink. Everything is going to be listed in the description bar below, but here we go. We're going to overline our lips. Like, I already have full lips, but I want them fuller. I like to use 2 lip liners. I always use 2 lip liners, no matter the color. This lip liner is Cork from MAC. It's really one of my go-tos. I'll probably use this lip liner with all of my double combos, so do you need to run out and go get this? No, you don't, but you're definitely always gonna need a really deep dark brown lip liner and a lighter brown one. I normally always use this combo, or I use Chestnut from MAC with Cork lip liner, so you know. I always use the darker ones first to like basically trace out the new lip that I'm making, and then I'll use a lighter one, which normally is Cork, to basically soften the line so it's not as harsh. I didn't even show you guys this. This is Dior lip gloss in the color 640. And then I go on top of it with Sephora's lip gloss in the color Outrageous number 1. Just for more shine. I love a glossy lip. I am a 12-year-old chicken head. I will never be over a glossy lip. Like, I never got into the matte phase when everybody was like into the matte liquid lipsticks and stuff. I never got into it. No. Next, my next step is using the Garnier Rose Water. I get it from CVS. It basically just takes the powdery look off your face so that you look moisturized, right? Let that dry in a bit. And then I go in with my SKINDINAVIA oil-free setting spray. So I used the first primer spray from SKINDINAVIA. Now this is the setting spray. So I use this next. When I tell you your makeup isn't going anywhere, understand me when I say your makeup isn't going not a fucking place. Like, so to sum this all up, this is my everyday makeup look. When, yes, it might be a lot to some people. It definitely can be used as a going out look, but it might be a lot. It might be extra to some people. I really could give a fuck. I could care less. I'm a lot. But yeah, this is basically it. Moral of the story, you are a certified baddie, babe. Move on when things aren't going right. Don't sit there and wait for it to get any worse. They've showed you who they are. Believe them, and that's it. But yeah, this is my face. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to come hang with me.
Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say, come again. If you cannot stay down,